Alright, today we're on the cold rooftops of Astoria reviewing the Think Tank Airport Essentials backpack. And this is also another backpack. This one's from LowePro. I used this for 5 years. So we're going to just compare the two, see which one is best for the photographer. The Think Tank Airport Essentials is, while the LowePro Flipside 400 AW is. Now let's take a look at the most superficial, the looks, right? Now first of all, these are not loaded all the way up, and I've loaded both of them up to the brim, and this one definitely looks better. This has like a, when loaded up, has a sort of pentagonal shape, and this bulges out really much, so it gives you that freshman in college that has a lot of books on the first day of school kind of look. So that is definitely not the most sleek look. This is definitely has like a techie slash sleek look, a little bit like a Navy SEALs kind of special op kind of look to it too. So so the looks, in the looks department, definitely this, I give it to the Airport Essentials. Then let's look at the quality. As you can see, take a closer look, you can see that the stitching is really fine. The straps are thick, and they feel like they were really made well. They were very, it's very durable, and as you can see over here with the LowePro, it is the quality is definitely a step down. It's, the materials are a little bit cheaper, and the fabrics are a little bit thinner, and so definitely we can see a much better quality with the Airport Essentials. Now, one thing to note that I've always noticed with LowePro is that the zippers, they crap out much sooner than the bag. So, I've had one of these before, the first one I bought, and the zippers went out. I sent it to LowePro. You see right here, the zipper is just catching. It's just slow, and it's not easy to move. And the zipper itself looks like a normal zipper, YKK, I believe. But the good thing about LowePro is that they will replace the bag, at least the first bag. So I don't know if you can keep on replacing the bag after it's, the zipper goes out, but I just don't think it's morally or ethically sound to do that. One of the problems of the LowePro bags is the zipper, and I've noticed it on other bags as well, other LowePro bags. So let's take a look at the function of the bag. One thing you'll notice here is that you can fit a 15-inch laptop, MacBook Pro. I'm sure the other sizes as well. We'll look at the inside. You can see here you get your standard assortment of organizational compartments. Up here, there's a lot less. Here you can actually put a tablet and a laptop. Here you can put a tablet, and there's no designated place to put the tablet. So obviously I think this is a newer bag, or at least it's definitely technically more advanced, technologically more advanced. So you got a lot of space, business cards, pens, passports, and whatnot. This is called Airport Essentials, so it's basically a bag that's suited for airplane travel, for carry-on, any types of carry-on, small planes, big planes. This will do it too, but this one was specifically made for travelers that go abroad, and you can see very nice space for our passport over here, and even more additional space here, which I mentioned in another where you can put your earphones and other kind of valuables here, and no one really notices this area. And another place for business cards over here. Wonderful. Always good to have business cards. we're not going to delve too much into this bag, but there is an inside pocket here. You can put batteries. That's where I used to put spare batteries. Extra pocket for, I guess, passports, pens, and other stuff here. And let's dive into the sides. One water bottle pocket, two water bottle pocket. Never failed me. Nothing too complicated here. You have one here and a handle here, which I found the handle to be more useful, especially when carrying the bag and giving the bag to other people. Let's say on a ladder or or a ledge, handing it to your partner and he catches it on this one. Find it really useful, but other people might find two water bottles more useful. And now let's dive into the internals of the bag, where you can see that I already have some stuff in here because I was on a shoot yesterday. And we have the X3 camera right here with the Z-axis stabilizer, the X5 camera with the micro four thirds camera and interchangeable lenses. That goes on top of this. We have another little 45mm 1.8 Osmo adapter, spare batteries, a big battery for shooting the whole day, and the adapter for that goes into this. This is a 5D Mark III camera battery. We didn't use that. I don't know why it's there. Memory cards, whatever you want here. A lot of stuff, very nice. Very smooth zippers, and I have to say again, I have to mention the zippers on all of the Think Tank bags are amazing because they're thick and they're durable, and they don't catch at all. And I've had this bag for probably, I've been using this bag probably a couple times a week for the last 3-4 months, probably even more than that. So it definitely is somewhat of a long-term review. And that's that. Oh yes, and of course, these two bags are very comparable because the size of these two bags are very similar. In fact, almost identical. If you check the dimensions, they're almost identical. That's why I opted for this bag, because I knew it had to fit everything in this bag, not larger, not smaller. And I was very fortunate to have this bag. So let's just dive into this. You'll have your standard compartments. I've set it up for a 5D Mark III with a 35-1.4. I actually did change it a little bit, but I have another 5D Mark III with a 85-1.4, 2 flashes, and a 16 to 35 2.8. So that is like my kind of like trifecta usually. If I have 2 lenses, then it would just be the 24 to 70 with the 85 over here. 2 flashes, sometimes with 1. So obviously everything transfers very well. I'm sure you guys know how to put your lenses and cameras together and customize your bag. So this is a drone channel, so we're not going to dive too much into that. All right, and now let's talk about the tripod straps. Let's go back onto the outside of the bag. See, you can see this is getting caught over here. So the tripod straps, Think Tanks put it on the same side of the water bottle. Not a big problem. Actually, not a problem at all. Works very well. LowePro puts it here. I don't have the straps anymore, but you get it out over here and here. There is a problem here because when you're on the subway and you got a tripod over here, a big tripod, you're probably going to hit someone. So I would say definitely Airport Essentials has the edge on that. One of the most important things to talk about is the comfort. And I've carried these 2 bags loaded to the maximum. So I've had to say this bag is very comfortable. And you know what? Think Tank doesn't look like it's as comfortable, but It is. I would say on comfort, they're probably a tie. And it's kind of funny because it seems that the Flipside is a little bit more padded. It's got these side, I don't know, bolsters or I don't know, straps. But the reason for these straps, these kind of extra padded straps, is to use the function, kind of like the anti-theft function, I would call it, is having the bag open from the inside rather than outside. And now you can, take your camera without putting the bag down. And this is really good if you're on a hike, or if you're, somewhere where you don't want to you don't want to put the camera bag down, or if it's raining or something. So that's one kind of function that I was very important, because I used to live in the Bronx and there's always concerns of theft. I've had a couple of my equipment been stolen before. So now that has that feature, and this doesn't. It does have the side straps, but I removed it. I didn't think I would need to use it. I haven't really hiked that much with this bag, but I do use it a lot on my assignments and my jobs. So it doesn't have that internal opening. However, it has something of its own. You can see that you can actually, let's say you wrapped around something, and then you lock your bag. So let me show this to you. So you see it here? It actually locks the bag without another lock. So not only locking it to a object, you're also locking you're locking your bag. What a great idea. So this is the combination, and so really great. I think, in my opinion, this feature is cooler than that. That feature is like good for vacation, and if you're in an area where there's a lot of theft, like pickpockets. This feature is really good for assignments, or jobs, if you want to lock this away. So really up to you which you prefer, which is more important to you. So finally, let's recap which one was better. In terms of looks, the Airport Essential, I think, definitely hands down looks better. It's not their best looking bag, and it's not by far any means like one of those fashionable bags, but based on the whole entire competition, this is really good looking, and based on the features and everything, this is a good looking bag. Based on features now, I think they do have different features. This does have more. You can hold a laptop, and it's got this really nice security lock. And I think this one wins on features. Quality, definitely. Think Tank, the quality, the materials are definitely better. So I give it to the Airport Essentials again. Price, of course, this is definitely more. So if you're a casual, if you want to save money, you're a casual shooter, this is a good option. But if you care more about the features and the quality and the convenience, I would recommend this by far. Function, and they're both very utilitarian. This one, it just feels like I do have more use. Of course, this is the same thing as function and features. They're really pretty much the same thing. So, if I were to get it again, do my job, maybe 5 years ago when I bought this, I would actually go with this. And I probably still would have this, and everything would be working. So I think that's pretty much it. This is definitely one of my favorite bags out of made by Think Tank. I have about 5 bags by them. I also have a couple other like accessories from them that I bought. So this one and the Airport Advantage are my top favorite bags, but I think, you know, I do use this a lot more than that bag. So this is probably, you know, the most important bag to me. So I hope that helps you decide what bag to pick. And remember to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and like me on Facebook. Got a lot of new stuff on Instagram that I don't post here, so please check them out. And if you have someone who is looking to buy a bag, just send this to them, or even just share them on their Facebook wall. That'd be great. If not, subscribe. Besides these case reviews, I do have real, films, and I always try to release as much as possible, and they are coming out. And please subscribe so you don't miss them. And until next time, this is Victor Chu for SkyTech One. Mahalo.